There is a moment when things begin to feel different. Not dramatically, not all at once, but quietly, almost without announcement. What once felt like love begins to feel clearer. Not because something ended, but because something else has arrived. Brás Cubas might have recognized this. He had a certain patience for observing things as they are. And perhaps that is what makes his voice slightly unsettling. He does not exaggerate. He does not insist. He simply notices that what we often call love is not always feeling. Sometimes it is habit. Sometimes it is convenience. And sometimes it is the quiet agreement to not look too closely. We like to believe that emotion is truth, that what we feel must be real. But reason, when it finally arrives, does not argue. It does not try to convince us. It simply removes what was never quite solid. And what remains is not dramatic. It is precise, almost indifferent. A recognition that something we trusted was never entirely what it seemed. Not a lack of love, but an excess of clarity. Machado de Assis seemed to understand this well, that lucidity does not destroy illusions, it makes them unnecessary. And once they are no longer needed, they tend to disappear on their own. If Brás Cubas could observe us today, he might notice how carefully we preserve certain feelings, not because they are true, but because they are familiar. Because clarity, while quiet, has a way of simplifying things more than we would like. And perhaps that is why we do not seek it too often. Because to see clearly is, in some quiet way, to lose something we prefer not to question. But once seen, it remains not a sadness, but as something closer to precision.
Não foi falta de amor, foi excesso de razão. Machado já sabia o preço da ilusão. Nem tudo é sentimento, nem tudo é coração. Tem coisa que a lucidez explica melhor que a paixão.